Hi, Gators. It's Mrs. Trump here. Welcome to Goodnight Gators. I'm going to be reading two short stories this evening. The first one is Snowmen at Night, and it is by Caralyn Buenher, and pictures are by Mark Buenher. It is a fun story about what snowmen possibly do at night while we're sleeping all cozies in our bed. You have to look carefully at the pictures. There's a funny snowman. I don't know if you could tell by the cover, but if you look across, one of the snowmen does not have a carrot as a nose. It looks like he has a cucumber as his nose, and he pops up throughout the story. So it's really fun. Here we go. Snowmen at Night. One wintry day, I made a snowman, very round and tall. The next day, when I saw him, he was not the same at all. His hat had slipped, his arms drooped down. He really looked a fright. It made me start to wonder, what do snowmen do at night? I think that snowmen start to slide when it gets really dark, off the lawn and down the street, right into the park. Do you see the funny looking snowman? He's right there. Got a cucumber. They gather in a circle while they wait for all the others, sipping cups of ice cold cocoa made by snowman mothers. Then the snowman games begin. They line up in their places, each one anxious for his turn in the snowman races. After everyone has had a chance at racing once or twice, they go on over to the pond to do skating tricks on ice. Can you find the funny looking snowman? He's there. There he is. Sometimes they start giggling and then they act like clowns. They bump into each other till they all fall down. They gather up their snowballs. The pitcher takes his aim, and underneath the moonlit sky, they play a baseball game. That sounds fun with a snowball. No one knows just how it started, but soon it's quite a sight, with snowmen throwing snowballs in the world's best snowball fight. Do you see the funny looking snowman? Then it's time for sledding. It's a wild ride down the hill. Woohoo! They yell. This is by far the snowman's biggest thrill. Finally, they're tuckered out and getting sleepy, so they slowly gather up their things and one by one they go. There's a funny little snowman again. So if your snowman's grin is crooked or he's lost a little height, you'll know he's just been doing what snowmen do at night. That's the end. What's also great about these books, there's a few of them in the library. Miss Burkhart gave me this one, Snowman at Christmas, to show you as well. In the back, they show you things you can look for. So it's kind of like a seek and find. So you read a book and then you also can use this and try to find the items they tell you to look for. So I hope you enjoyed that one. We're going to read one more. We have a winter theme here. This one's called Toys Meet Snow. It's from the creators of Toys Trilogy, Emily Jenkins and Paul Zelinsky. can see I'm wishing for some snow. Toys meet snow. This one's a little bit longer, so I might have to slide the book to show you the pictures. Lumpy is a stuffed buffalo. Stingray is a plush stingray. Plastic is a rubber ball. She can't help it that her name doesn't match her body. They all belong to the little girl, but she has gone away on winter vacation. Some of you might have gone away on winter vacation. It is the first snowfall of the year. Why does it decide to snow? Asked Lumpy. Because the clouds are sad and happy at the same time, says Stingray. She's more poetic than factual. No, it's what rain becomes when the temperature is freezing, says Plastic. I read about it in a book. Let's go out, says Lumpy. I'm curious. Yes, says Stingray. It's beautiful. Snow, 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 says Plastic, bouncing. I've read about it, but I've never touched it. I need a hat, says Lumpy. He is often cold. I need a plastic baggie, says Stingray. She is dry clean only. Poke me some air holes. I don't need anything, shouts Plastic. She just goes natural. And so, with no small amount of effort, they finally got that door open. The toys go out into the snow. Is that a different tree? Asked Lumpy. It looks like a different tree than before the snow came. It's turned into a candy cane tree, says Stingray. It tastes like peppermint. Remember, Stingray's the one who's poetic, right? No, it's the same tree, says Plastic. I recognize the branches. What do you think snow is exactly? Asked Lumpy. It's a blanket of peace over the world, says Stingray. No, it's frozen water, says Plastic. I read it in a book. Look how pretty that picture is. It really looks like a blanket. I mean, what is a snowflake? Asked Lumpy. A snowflake is a tiny ballerina, says Stingray. If you look closely, you can see it dance. No, it's just really tiny frozen water, says Plastic. I read that too. If you look carefully at the snowflake, it looks like a little ballerina. There's one here too. A couple of these look like ballerinas. It is not easy to build a snowman. You probably know this if you've built one. It takes a lot of work. Snow angels are easier. Can you figure out which one is Lumpy, Stingray, and Plastic? This is one of the snow angels. Here is another one. Whose is that? Here is another one. Whose is that? Lumpy finds icicles on a fence. There they are. Stingray finds a puddle that has frozen solid. Plastic finds a forgotten sled at the top of a hill. The day begins to fade. What is a sunset? Asked Lumpy. It's strawberry syrup pouring over the world to make it sweet before nightfall, explains Stingray. Plastic doesn't say anything. She is thinking. Brr. I'm cold, says Lumpy. My tail is wet, complains Stingray. Her bag is leaky. Snow, 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 cries Plastic. I'm a strawberry syrup sun in the snow. She's comparing herself to the sunset and the words that Stingray used to describe the sunset. Inside, the house is dry and warm. Outside, the tiny ballerinas have made a blanket of peace over the world. The strawberry syrup sun has gone down. And yes, the world is sweet. The end. I hope you enjoyed that book as well. If you really liked that book, there is another one in our library called Toys Go Out. It's about the adventures of Lumpy, Stingray, and Plastic with their little girl. And it's more like a chapter book with some pictures here and there in it. I hope you enjoy those two read-alouds. Have a wonderful night, Gators. Bye.